So the flight home in January was bittersweet. No plans, no real understanding other than this is something different. Um, we felt, or I felt, that this was, the real deal, but didn't understand the logistics, how it was going to work, what was going to happen. I had nothing, um, so just trying to navigate that. So it was unique in that perspective, and yeah.
So when we had that first visit, like he's talking about, that flight home from that 3-week visit, so Brian and I both are 58. It's like, you're not just like, okay, well, that was great, but I think I maybe now I'll start dating, I'll open that up and just like, now I got a taste of that understanding and see, what's out there. Cause I mean, I knew from that visit, even though everything in the natural is saying no, I knew that it's like, nope, there won't be anything else. This is the person. I don't understand. Like he said, I don't understand it. We don't know what that's going to look like. We kind of talked that way, but not really. Like we knew, but we just needed to let all of this simmer. But, as we continued the Marco Polos and the Zoom calls and phone calls, we then did kind of talk. No, then it was through the conversations. We knew this was going to be permanent. So the next time, I mean, you did even, we talked about weddings, we talked about those things. So the conversations just started coming and getting comfortable. And then we reconnected in April. He came back out and he proposed at that time. Um, at a little local pub, like this little, like way back out, like it's called Backwoods Saloon, literally, with an alligator in the pond below us.
A biker bar.
Biker bar. So it was a biker bar. And he and wasn't planning on doing it then, but he got the whisper that he should grab the ring. Now, what we did, again, we're talking, he had
Silicone.
the silicone band, you know, and I knew that. I knew we weren't doing diamonds. We were going to do things very different. And he proposed then. He felt like we were literally getting ready to just go there for catfish night. And they were having a catfish night. And we're like, let's go to this place. We'd been there one time before. And he proposed. Then that visit, he was again he was staying for a month and a half then. You stayed for quite a while. Let's
Came
get
out here
married
too.
soon. Like, let's get married soon. Yes, that's when we met you. So that was we had gotten engaged. Then we came here for the 10-day conference with everybody. And we were on cloud nine. We were like, had decided we're not going to wait a long time because everything, just so many unknowns. And we got engaged in April. We got married June 14th. So it was a quick wedding. We decided we were going to do it with a friend, Rachel Cannon, who's a dear friend through the Mirror Word. She would marry us on the beach at Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. And we weren't really sure if we were going to have anybody.
We weren't.
We kind of thought it would be the three of us and we would just get away for a quick, little trip. And then we started having friends, a few close friends. For the first people to say they wanted to be there were the couple that were staying with, some South African friends of ours that live in Houston. And they're like, well, we want to be there. We had dinner with them and they just when we told them we were getting married in Florida, they're like, well, we want to be there. And and I'm like, I don't know that we want you there. Because that's the kind of friendship we have, and um, I have to think about that. And they're like, okay. And so then what we realized were the people that were supposed to be there were the people that were inviting themselves.
Yes.
So Casey and John, like, for example, they're like, well, we want to be there. Karan was like, I want to be there. My daughter, I'm going to be there. Like things like that were starting to happen. Another friend, I'd like to come. So that's what we did. We literally just had a dozen people that said they wanted to be there. And, literally like my bouquet, it's beautiful. I grabbed flowers at the grocery store in Florida. They just so happened to have a bunch for like $10, a beautiful off-white flowers, had the stems. I had a ribbon in my bag. I mean, it looked Like I paid $150 for it, you know? But that's how everything came together. We did barefoot on the beach, white linen, and it was amazing. And then we spent a couple of days in Florida on our own. And then after that weekend, we went our own ways again. He needed to go back to Georgia. I went to do things in Texas, and we literally like said goodbye in a parking lot. We each had our car. That was tough to be like, okay, we don't even know. We're married now and we don't know when we're going to see each other again.